Looking for a trusted supplier for all your household hardware needs? Look no further than Competitive Hardware Limited. We provide top quality building materials including cement, all types of iron sheets, paints, PPR and PVC pipes, electric pipes, building grills, BRC and square till in various sizes. Need interior and finishing materials? We've got you covered with gypsum, gypsum rails, marine boards, ceiling boards and tanks of all sizes. For fencing, we stock barbed wire, chain link and wire mesh. And the best part, we offer free countrywide delivery with our fleet of transit trucks and pickups. Your order arrives on time, every time. Visit us in Kitengela along Namanga Highway, opposite 411 stage, or at our branches in Kitisuru and Busia. For enquiries, call us on 020-26-88-888 or 0733-666632 or 0721-923248. Competitive Hardware Limited, your reliable hardware supplier.
Join our team at AYTB in partnership with Competitive Manpower. AYTB is seeking qualified candidates for the following positions: Technical Advisor, QA or QC Personnel, Shop Coordinator, Report Organizer, Rotating Equipment Repair Technician, Valve Overhaul Technician, Machining Technician.
Contact us today on 0721506627 or 0733392180. You can also visit us at Waterseas Plaza, Kikorok Road. Alternatively, you can send an email to info@competitivemanpower.com. Apply now. Limited slots available.
Well, a good evening to you. This is CBS News at 9 p.m. My name is SHADRACK. KARERIA. Do thank you for joining us right now. You're joining me live from Kenya's capital city of Nairobi. Remember, as usual, you can keep the conversation flowing via social media platforms, that is Facebook, X account, and we are also live via our YouTube channel, that is CBS News. You do leave your comment there. We'll be sampling those comments after this bulletin. Now, tonight we begin our bulletin with a story from Nairobi City, where the family of the late Boniface Karaoke, a mask vendor, was shot by police at Nairobi Central Business District, CBD, say they will not relent until justice to their kin is served. The family members who spoke at the All Saint Cathedral in Nairobi, where the Requiem Mass was held, as the government to stop police brutality, which has continued to claim more young lives.
Me a lot knowing today that my friend who was working tirelessly in selling masks just to make a niche, he was shot dead by a police. It also pains as a country in knowing that many people have died because of police brutality that have been happening in the country.
We are here because of one of our own, just to earn a living hawking a mask. He was killed, and we pray that justice will be served for this family. A bullet silenced his life. We pray that the Lord will comfort each one of his family, not only them, and many others.
Well, we believe that justice will finally be served. Now, moving on, President William Ruto has said that the 7th of July 2025, also known as Saba Saba protest, was nothing short of coup attempt. Now, speaking in Nairobi, Ruto accused the opposition of masterminding to overthrow his government. Now, the head of state has also fired a warning shot to protesters against looting and destruction of properties, as he ordered the police to shoot the persons he identified as criminals.
Kwanza niliona ati wanasema ati sasa hawatangojea 2027 ati tupige kura, ati wanataka kupanga fujo, ati wapange maandamano, ati wachome mali ya watu, ati walete maafa Kenya, ati ndio wapindue serikali ya Kenya kabla ya 2027. Mimi nataka niwaambie wajaribu. Watajua hawajui. Kenya ni nchi ya demokrasia. Hamuwezi kutuambia ya kwamba mnaweza kupanga fujo ati mpindue serikali ya Kenya. Those who attack our police, those who attack our security men and women, those who attack our security installations, including police stations, that is a declaration of war. That is terrorism. We are going to deal with you firmly. Ambaye anachukua moto, anaenda kuchoma biashara ya mtu, anaenda kuchoma mali ya watu wengine. Mtu kama huyo apigwe risasi miguu, aende hospitali, akienda kotini. Yes. Yeah. Wasimuue lakini wapige hii miguu ivunjike ndio aende kotini, aende hospitali, akienda kotini. Watachukuliwa hatua ya sheria na wote watafungwa. Na wao viongozi wao, we are coming after you. You cannot sponsor violence in the Republic of Kenya and expect to go scot-free. Mimi nimenyamaza, mimi nimewavumilia, lakini mahali imefika. Enough is enough. I want to say that for you can call me whatever names you want to call me, but I will make sure that there is peace and stability in Kenya by all means possible.
Well, at the same time, the former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua, who is also the DCP party leader, has denied President William Ruto's accusations. Gachagua dismissed Ruto's allegation as a cowardness on the part of his government due to mounting protest. Now, Gachagua also alleged that President Ruto has formed a killer squad, a squad that Gachagua claims is killing protesters. The former DP also accused the state of targeting and intimidation of people from the Mount Kenya region. Take a look.
Nobody wants you out of government, and constitutionally, nobody has any plan to overthrow your administration, Mr. President. We want to face you on the ballot in August 2027. This narrative you are creating that there is an attempt to overthrow your government is for you to have the opportunity to use a terrorism act to profile communities and to persecute leaders who are opposed to your administration. And I want to explain. I have heard the president saying that people have attacked police stations and the law courts. It was all stage managed by the MP for Kikuyu. How do you explain that people can walk into a police station and they are not armed and take over the police station from armed police officers? How do you go to the courts that are guarded by armed police officers and touch them? All these attacks of vital installations were stage managed by William Ruto through Kimani Ichung'wah to create the opportunity to prefer charges against people using the Anti-Terrorism Act. Shooting and killing innocent protesters aimlessly in the streets and estates. This squad in Subarus, hooded and masked against court orders, are disguising themselves as DCI's officers, yet we know they are not. In fact, I would like to clarify that the National Intelligence Service has procured Subarus to give an impression that this killer gang is from the DCI.
Well, that is the former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua there, answering to President William Ruto concerning the coup accusation. And now, that is what has been happening in the country. That is the top story with the president now coming. It started with the Interior Cabinet Secretary Kipchumba Murkomen asking the police or ordering the men in uniform to shoot and kill those who will be approaching police stations. And now it is the president himself with the gloves off and now saying that those who will be actually trying to loot and destroy properties be shot on the legs, maybe to disable them or to aid their arrest for prosecution. Is that maybe those words have not been taken lightly by the opposition? You've seen the Rigathi Gachagua accusing the president of actually trying to just used the court accusations as an excuse, saying that they don't have any maybe attempt or any plans to overthrow Ruto's administration, and that they are ready to wait until the 2027 general elections to take President William Ruto out of the government. That is what has been happening. What is your take on that? Send your comments via our social media platforms. X, we are on YouTube. Leave your comment there on what are your views concerning what is happening in the country politically. Has exchange of words and wars of words continues. What is your take on that? Now, moving on, still on the matters protest. Manyata Member of Parliament Gitonga Mukunji, together with 2 other suspects, will sleep behind bars tonight. This is after the investigation officers seek for additional 14 days to investigate their charges. Now, the ruling of whether the MP will be detained for 14 more days will be issued tomorrow. The MP is being charged with incitement to violence and destruction of properties during the ongoing protests.
At least the destruction of property, the loss of life is not something that we would like to move on with. Let us, if we are demonstrating, do them peacefully. Let the people who are organizing goods to destroy the good name of demonstrations at least get some conscience, and please, let's not lose more lives, let's not lose.
Council on Chanti Albert, Council Kirori Chacha, sorry, Your Honor.
Well, now let's go straight to Kitui County, where kicks and blows were witnessed in Kitui County Assembly on Tuesday evening. This was as a result of conflict which emerged about the House leadership. Now, it is said that the Wiper Party had replaced its majority leader and majority whip in the Assembly, a decision that did not sit well with the former inhibitors of the positions who wanted their positions back. All the drama happened in front of residents and Kitui governor, who had appeared to read his address to the Assembly.
I want to rule as follows.
Mr. Speaker, to enhance access to cancer care services, we operationalize the Pangasile Mchashali Cancer Center at the Kitui County Referral Hospital in November 2023. So far, 3,806 patients have been attended to at the center, with 188 persons currently receiving treatment.
Well, the county politics, they are hot. Now, moving on, the Federation of Women Lawyers, FIDA, has raised concerns over the cases of women being raped during anti-government protests. This is after reports that 25 cases of rape and attempted rape were reported. FIDA now says that rape should not be used as a weapon to silence women and stop them from joining protests.
We are staring at the precepts of anarchy in our beloved nation, and we must state it as it is. That is what we are staring at. FIDA Kenya is angered. We are devastated by the reports and the visuals that have flooded the media and social platforms. The whole country has seen viral footage of armed police officers, some in plain clothes, carrying special weapons, shooting live bullets into crowds of unarmed protesters, unarmed Kenyans, following them into their houses. That is how low we have sunk as a country.
Even in ordinary circumstances, reporting cases of sexual violence is extremely difficult. As from June, the cases that we received were 21. 21 that we're investigating to be able to isolate which ones were specifically from the protest or protest related. Remember, what we are seeing is also a breakdown in law and order, and that is part of what we are really calling upon the National Police Service to help us address, because women and girls in particular, and even boys, are predisposed to sexual violence in any instance of anarchy.
We welcome the intervention of the Office of the High Commissioner for Human Rights, this is the OHCHR, which has called for a speedy, independent, and transparent investigation into all cases of human rights violations and excessive use of force by the National Police Service since June 2025. We also call for accountability for victims, and accountability for victims and survivors must be achieved.
Well, and that further story brings us to the end of our bulletin tonight. On behalf of everyone at CBS News, I've made this particular bulletin successful, from my camera person, Judy, from my director, Annette Awino, and our editors, Cyrus, who have made this bulletin successful, as well as other reporters across the country. We do wish you a very good night.
You're watching CBS News.
Competitive Manpower International Limited is recruiting delivery riders in the United Arab Emirates. If you have a passion for the road and a desire to work in a fast-paced environment, then this is your chance. Don't wait. Send your applications to competitivemanpower@gmail.com. Want to apply in person? Visit our offices at Kiko Road behind the Casa Hotel, KCB River Road, Nairobi. For more details, call us now on 0721 506627 or 0733 392180. Act Fast opportunities are limited. Secure your spot today and start your journey as a delivery rider in the United Arab Emirates.
You're watching CBS News.